a piece of this action, and you are in for it. You are following the world number 1 and world number 2 on opposite ends of the draw in men's singles, but right next to each other. In the men's doubles round of 16, the left-handed WANGCHUQIN has been world number 1 for quite some time. And LINSHIDONG finished last year quite strong, although WANGCHUQIN taking the last title of the year. But on the other side of the table, CHUA, his fancy, flashy style, and CLARENCE, his left-handed swiftness, as he's known, royalty at the table in Singapore, will be battling in a best-of-5 battle. First player or pair to 3 games, played to 11 points, must win by 2. Will move on. 19 years old, LINSHIDONG, 5 years younger than WANGCHUQIN. Quite interesting to think about when you consider how close they are in world rankings right now. CHUA, 23, the right-hander, and the left-handed, well, senior member of the team currently with a young up-and-coming Singaporean team, CLARENCE, 29 years old, was strong when we saw him last. And here's Nico Zorn, our umpire for the match. He'll be taking care of the coin toss to determine where the players stand and who serves. So as they clean their rackets, they come together. Wang Hao gets the hydration systems ready. Towels finding their way to their cubby holes just before the every 6-point towel break time. Man, so much drama to fill the Infinity Arena right now. Again, where WANGCHUQIN goes, where Sun Ying-Xia goes, the fans are sure to follow.
We have green or yellow. Yellow for Singapore, green for China. China wins the toss. You choose receive. CHUA will serve. Stay on that side. Who will receive? CHUA to Lin.
So there you go. CHUA will start with the serves, and LINSHIDONG will start on the receive. Man, I just want to keep my Shazam on all the time if I don't already know the song that's playing. Best DJ in the world here right now, and the best players in the world come together for big prize money and a whole lot of ranking points. The right-handed, left-handed combination on both sides is as convenient as can be in any doubles battle. If you're newer to table tennis, in doubles you must alternate shots every shot, which means play your shot, get out of the way, and get right back in after your partner hits the next ball. The serve must be from the right side of the table on the diagonal. The only time that little line down the middle of the table means anything, and look at the Bruce Lees in the background watching on. Chen Yuanyu, Team Doctor behind Qin Zhijian in the mix. Wow, that is a young Team China right now, the next generation. A lot of attention on them. It'll be interesting to see. The World Championships coming up, the team in general. Again, with Team China, players tend to retire younger than any other team in the world. And it's the next in line here, a strong world number 1 and world number 2. 24 years old, the left-hander, 19, the right-hander. Talked about the equipment. It's the DHS, Double Happiness, W1000. It's funny, a lot of people don't realize that DHS stands for Double Happiness. It takes a while, and then you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Enlio, super weaving floor, the Inhe H40 Plus 3-star ball, $1.5 million in prize money. And the fans, you will see lenses up all around, cell phones up all around, and 89% of the fans at home, or maybe even on their cell phones here, have voted for Lionheart and Xiaoxiaopang LINSHIDONG. So get on worldtabletennis.com or the WTT app and make sure to cast your vote. We show the fan vote before every single match. The VIP section, the seats packed. Infinity Lounge, also an incredible experience. I saw some pictures from inside. A friend posted some of the food that was being served, and I was like, man, that is some high-class treatment. They really know how to make you feel respected, welcomed, and know how to roll the red carpet. So with the red lights, the red lines, and the red jerseys, it is game number 1 in this best-of-5 round of 16 men's doubles battle. He is not a chopper unless something has changed. This is incredibly unusual. CHUA chopping early on in the rally. Forehand flick, CLARENCE inside the table. Take a look here, the follow-up. Gets in
No light,
just
please.
inside. Little reminder, his cameras are out, but flashes. Party foul. Bit of a faux pas here.
1-2.
Josh getting a taste of the medicine that was prescribed by Clarence Chew earlier. WANGCHUQIN showing the same. His timing
3-1.
takes it way late. This is what I love, when a player thinks outside of the box. Look at that, he plays it from under the table. Tough to read the spin.
Three, 2.
Good placement this one. Right into that elbow. Taller player on the other side there. I'll be curious to see the backhand side of the racket from Josh CHUA.
Three, all.
So 3 points apiece here. The Chinese pair quickly leveling the playing field. First towel break, they come up every 6 points. Had a chance to chat with Cohen Pong, last man standing in men's singles for Team Singapore.
3-4.
Now the fact that he just twiddled, I think Josh Chua's made some changes to his game. It's been a while since I've seen him on the TV table out here inside the Infinity Arena. Keep your eyes on his racket.
4-all.
So I'm looking at the red side. Think about it. Josh Chua wouldn't twiddle his racket if the rubbers were the same. Fans getting excited out there with their WANGCHUQIN dolls. Heavy spin, racket
5-4.
speed. Clarence Chew on both wings now. Here's a look at the racket, a close-up. You can see the pips, they look long indeed. So whether you call him a chopper or not, Josh Chua's got some funk in his game.
5-all.
There he is, the man who will twiddle the racket, turn it around 180 degrees in his hand to keep the opponents guessing.
6-5.
Half long serve. That's what it's all about. Keep it right near that baseline. LINSHIDONG looking fresh. Nice trim.
5-7.
And on the parallel, this time it's Team China in the lead from down 1-3 to tying it up at the first towel break and now up by 2. So a bit of a momentum swing here. 6 of the last 8 points for WANGCHUQIN and LINSHIDONG. There it is again, a late under the table shot. He's pulling out his inner WANGCHUQIN-CHEW despite using long pips, it appears. Heavy side, not much else on it. Looked like there could have been some underspin. Simon Gauzy does this shot incredibly well.
Let 6-7.
As a matter of fact, you'll have a chance to see him play later on tonight.
Let 6-7.
Not just against anybody, but the man in red who just wiped his hand before the beginning of that sentence, LINSHIDONG. Everybody wiping their hands out here. Surprise, surprise, a bit of parallel here. WANGCHUQIN fit, fast, and able to change at the last moment.
Nine, 6.
Smart play, LINSHIDONG recognizing the opposition was a step back, dropping it short. Victory on the black headband there. And the chase, LINSHIDONG, fast feet, and a pull away. Out of the towel break, they were up 7-5. Now they've got multiple game points, 4 of them, the Chinese pair.
11-6.
Looking for a little strawberry action out here. Clarence Chew taking his chances, but is the world #1 and world #2. Beautiful patience to pull out that strawberry, and much the same, WANGCHUQIN doesn't turn early, which keeps the pressure on. 11-6, they take the first, and we'll be back for game #2 after this conversation and hydration break.
对。 但是有的时候不一定都是想到位，像你推开后面的话，有时候你要上的话，你上不太去，对吧？你们要出手的话，长的话你再拉就好了。你在那里面还有，你在你上面有个侧面的位置是全部的。然后你先摔一下。
So the Singaporean pair, while they came into the second towel break at quite a tight score line, they've definitely taken their chances. They know they have to from that chop early on to win. They've been mixing it up well. Look at that, right down the line there, the step around.
Who will serve?
Beautiful play here. Nice to see some VIPs in the crowd here.
Second game, Lin to serve, level.
So back for game number 2, they switch order of play. There it is, that forehand flick. Clarence Chew's done it incredibly well, makes him a strong player. Well, his world ranking just went up a little bit. He's 168 in the world. Haven't seen a ton of him internationally, so it's quite a ranking.
1-0.
They don't get better than world number 1 in terms of ranking. WANGCHUQIN demonstrating some heat on that backhand, a wide stance, and everything comes together just right.
2-1-2.
LINSHIDONG started it with the side spin. Josh CHUA stepping around. Good defense for a bit. The crowd loves seeing the power on the Chinese side as the Singaporeans back up to prepare, brace for impact. Look at the curve on that Josh CHUA. Super cool to watch. That said, no problem right now. 12 of the last 16 for the Chinese pair. Full forehand, full commitment on the step around Josh CHUA. Good read there from Clarence Chew on the receive. So what's it going to take for these two?
2-4.
As good as they are behind the table, and while Josh himself has won a few points behind the table, in general they're going to try to stay close where they can. Variation of spin and speed can be effective, but if you're too far back, there's just too much time to adapt, and you cause too little threat on the other side.
Two, 5.
Slow spin, the fade. Love the way he lets that arm just dangle behind. Opens the shoulders early to mislead. Keep your eyes on the shoulders of Josh. Open. Oh, side swipe. Beautiful stroke, something different every time.
5-4.
What appears to be an empty push. Touching the ball ever so delicately. Soft hands. Josh CHUA, the all-state here.
4-6.
Getting down and low and dirty. WANGCHUQIN, full commitment for this stroke. Steps around. And it is a whirlwind, the racket speed. Putting some pressure on. Dropped like it's hot. Clarence Chew sent down to the ground where WANGCHUQIN started.
5-6.
A tight score line here. Singaporeans getting the Chinese fans vocal. There it is. Surprise, surprise. CHUA surprise. Forehands, everything else, and the serve success you saw there briefly, maybe we'll have a chance to see. Looked like 64% for the Chinese pair, 0.2, and 46.6 for the Singaporeans. Tends to be synchronized there, related to the points.
Let 6-all.
So some hand signals here to communicate.
6-7.
You will see that in doubles. It's how the players talk to each other to make sure that they're on the same page. They have a game plan. Many languages here in Singapore. Mandarin, one of them.
8-6.
in Bahasa Malaysia, Malay, English, Tamil, in the south of India, very multicultural. So, since they speak Mandarin, both sides need to use those hand signals to keep their secrets, and the Singaporeans in front by, what's this? 2 points. The flick wide, he is so flexible. An elephant trunk for an arm. He's got 40 elbows. He could crack a peanut, and he can sure crack this forehand flick. Where is it going to go? Nobody knows. The tusks of must. And now it is 4 game points, a reversal of the scoreboard here. It's the exact opposite in game number 1. Singapore with the score, the momentum there, 7 of the last 8 points.
7.
Good placement this into the middle, the crossover point. The secret here after WANGCHUQIN opens up right to that elbow. 3 game points left for the Singaporeans.
10-8.
Idea seemed right. Show short push and then go baseline. Trying to be creative.
Timeout.
Trying to be deceptive. And a timeout now for the Singaporeans to talk it over, figure out how they can close this out. They've got serves should they need the second one. This timeout will have paid off should they take this game. Black up on all sides to match the table here. All rackets on the table, and it's 2 game points left for the Singaporean pair. After being up 10-6 this time out, you only get 1 per match on each side for each pair out here.
10-8.
Both of the Singaporeans have been difficult to predict. Again, that creativity has paid off to get them here, but the job is not done yet. Oh, my goodness.
9.
You think you know, and then that happens. A blindsiding backhand, parallel. Shows Chiquita and goes straight topspin, 3rd game point saved. Flick is the right idea. It is not over yet for either side. You can understand right now mentally how tough it is. Well handled on the receive, kept low and shallow. Again, how you end the game more important than how you start. It's a metaphor, and it's always good news for anyone having a rough start to their day. Right into the elbow, 5 in a row. WANGCHUQIN and LINSHIDONG now with a game point of their own for a 2-0 lead. Well, how's that for a comeback? Put that in your LL. 2-0 here. WANGCHUQIN and LINSHIDONG stealing this one from down 6-10. The focus that it took, the touch, the precision. This pair, the top 2 in the world in singles, combining well. We imagine that for quite some time, these will be the 2 leaders of the Chinese team, with Liang Jingquin in a staple spot right now as a big brother on the team. It is a packed house for what is a 2-0 lead in this best of 5. So here's a little look at the men's doubles world rankings as of week number 6. The Lebrun brothers at the top of the food chain. Alexis and Felix pictured the opposite way around there. WANGCHUQIN and WANGCHUQIN in the number 3 spot. Number 6, the Dark Knight, Lin Gaoyuan with LINSHIDONG. So a lot of experience out here on the table in red. Back for game 3. Singapore starting it off. Open line behind the table. Josh CHUA getting set up for a big forehand. WANGCHUQIN side swiping. And the chop carries back long. Crowd liking a little bit of acrobatics out here. I love the way he doesn't follow through. It's like a chopped snake. Right at contact, he pulls up the other way. Oh, rocket backhand, but it comes right back. The type of rocket that is reusable, that comes back down to earth on your side of the table. Heavy spin and then a shield from WANGCHUQIN.
Let 3 love.
It's quite an incredible touch for a let receive. Clarence Chew there with the feeling.
Love 4.
Just to paint a picture here, Josh CHUA, 279 in the world. You've seen how good he can be, how he's caused trouble on both sides.
Love 5.
And the gift here for number 1 and number 2 in the world in singles. Pair testing out each other here, new pairing.
What? 5-1.
Is a clean forehand. Clarence Chew with some time behind the table, delivering some pace on that one. First point on the scoreboard for the Singaporeans. Zhongguo Dui Jiao, they say. Chinese team, let's go.
Five, 2.
Sonny, I'm trying to look back. It's been a while since I've called one of Josh's matches. I just remember I enjoyed it a heck of a lot the first time I saw him play.
2-6.
This is what it takes. Playing outside of your comfort zone. If you follow WTT on social media, you might have heard Lily Zhang in her post-match interview.
2-7.
Trying to mix it up here again, playing the chop. This scooping shot that you see from behind the table. It's a very stylized game.
Let 2-7.
Full commitment on that step around. The leaping lunge of Lionheart, the long legs, and the full stroke. That elbow didn't even need to exist for that shot.
8-3.
Good touch there to keep it shallow, to deter, at least reduce the chances of success on the other side.
3-9.
I don't know about you at home if you're shaking your head watching how fast WANGCHUQIN comes across the court there. Just watch WANGCHUQIN. Look how far he has to go there. Like a sprint mid-rally. Heavy side spin comes in. Idea was right from Clarence Chew. Is that a Mario hat? Look like it. That or she's a trained conductor coming from work.
3-10.
7 match points here for the Chinese pair, both of whom are seeing other people in terms of world rankings, but still in an open relationship in terms of men's doubles. Ooh, nice flick.
4.
Forehand as he comes across the table, using that wingspan, some leverage in every sense. Match point saved. 6 more to go for Team China. Slow spin, and it is out of reach. Put away in a satisfying slap of the skins. World number 1 and world number 2 on opposite sides of the draw in singles, on the same side of the table. The victorious side here today. Josh Chua and Clarence Chew put up a good fight. 10-6 they had in game number 2. And while it didn't go the way they wanted to, they still got 20 points overall, which is nearly 7 on average. You might not have predicted such a battle, such a tight fight there through the middle. But showing up and proving their world rankings, it is the Chinese pair. The two, one of whom will be World 1 after this Singapore smash. Time will tell. So enjoy the highlights here. Some very impressive play that we got to see throughout. So a little summary for you. 21 minutes of play and 20 points for the Singaporean pair to the 34 needed on the other side. One more than usual because of that second game going extra points. Serve success, quite a bit more than 150% their opponents, the Chinese pair. Coming up next, we've got an exciting battle because Miwa Harimoto, the 16-year-old sensation, will be battling against a very tough, smelling the jersey there, making sure she's wearing the right one, Klejuo Jia. Checking the ball, she'll choose 15 of them. They'll have 30 between the two. A women's singles match you don't want to miss. Want a signature from WANGCHUQIN or LINSHIDONG? Well, a packed house sure does. Here at the Singapore Smash 2025, you can see it.